Hey guys, it's April from Good Books and Good Wine coming at you with a kind of belated book haul for the week. Usually I like to do them on the weekends, but today's Columbus Day. Yeah, so I'm really all dressed for comfort, and you know, when you dress for comfort, that's really kind of hard to shoot a video because I feel like in videos people always try to look really nice instead of forever lazy. So with that, I want to talk to you guys about the books that came in my mail this week, and I'll try to go fast because there have been a lot of books in the mail. So first up, Last Place to Heaven, the final collection by J. Lake. This came unsolicited from Tor Books. I am not sure what it's about. Apparently this is 33 short stories from J. Lake, an author who recently died. I think that I will have to give it a chance because it is short fiction, and short fiction's a lot easier to get through for me than like a big long tome from an unfamiliar grown-up author. Also from Tor Books, a copy of Hawk by Stephen Brust, and this is in the Vlad Teltos series. I have no clue what that means, but I really like the cover, so we'll see if I will end up reading this or not. I may end up tabling it, but the cover is really cool. I just don't have time to be in a whole new grown-up series just now. From Macmillan, I got a copy of Cut Me Free by J.R. Johansson, and this is about a girl who's 17 and she escapes from some pretty abusive parents. So she begins to receive threatening messages, and that's not good because, again, she thinks that it might be tied into her old life. This sounds intense and thrilling, and I'm really looking forward to it. Also from Macmillan, the one that I'm the most excited about this week in the haul is a copy of The Winner's Crime by Marie Rukowski. This is the second book in her Winner's trilogy. I can't wait to find out what happens next. I expect that there will be a little bit of a love triangle, but I'm still team Aaron and Kestrel, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. From Random House Kids for a blog tour, They All Fall Down by Roxanne St. Clair, and this is a hardcover and it sounds really good. This one girl is like chosen to be like on the list of the 5 hottest girls. So yeah, it should be really good. And it's kind of like a murder mystery, I think, based on what I read. But yeah, I'm really excited for this, and when I post this, when it goes up on the blog, the publisher will be giving away a hardcover copy to one of you guys if you're a U.S. citizen. So be sure to stop by goodbooksandgoodwine.com on October 19th for your chance to win. From Harper Teen, My Heart and Other Black Holes by Jasmine Warga, and this is about a girl who is obsessed with plotting her own death, but then she meets a boy and she changes her mind, but he doesn't change his mind about plotting his own death. Whatever, this sounds like it'll be really good. Also from Harper, Geek Girl by Holly Small, and this is about a girl who is discovered by a modeling agent, and she's actually a geek, but yeah, I don't know, she's really awkward, and it's all about how she kind of transforms from geek to chic, and it's being compared to the Georgia Nicholson books and Princess Diaries, and in my heart I compare it to the movie Model Behavior with Justin Timberlake. You guys remember that movie? So anyways, that's how I will picture the love interest in this book, if there is a love interest, and I will also picture the geek girl looking like the main model character in Model Behavior. Either way, I'm super pumped to read this. Better Than Perfect by Melissa Cantor, and this is about, it's a coming-of-age story about a girl who learns that perfect isn't all that it's cracked up to be. I really liked her last book, Maybe One Day. Like, that book made me cry, so I am hoping this book will make me cry too. Speaking of books that'll make you cry, The Last Time We Say Goodbye by Cynthia Hand. Cynthia Hand is the author of the Unearthly books, and I'm really excited to see her take a crack at something that's not angels. And I mean, if a book about angels can make me just sob, then I think this book, which is about suicide, will also make me sob. Also from Harper, a finished copy, a copy of All That Burns by Ryan Groudon, and this is the sequel to All That Glows, which I haven't read yet. So if you guys have read All That Glows, can you just let me know if it's worth my time or not? Also from Harper, Sherlock Holmes in a Study in Scarlet, illustrated by Gris Grimley. So I think that that's going to be really cool. Like, there's illustrations throughout this book, so I'm thinking this would be a really great Halloween read, right? Yeah. From Macmillan, a copy of The Boy Next Door by Katie Van Ark, and this is the second in their Swoon Reads imprint. And I don't know about you guys, but I really loved the first book in the Swoon Reads imprint. Oh gosh, what is it called? My brain is like not even working, but it was a really cute book, and I can't remember the title of it. But this is the second, and it's going to be super cute, and it's about a girl who is in love with the boy next door. Yay. I am not sure who sent this book, but I'm really excited for it. It's a copy of In Your Dreams by Kristen Higgins, and basically it is one of her Finger Lakes books, and so I am super excited to read it. And this one is the story of Jack Holland and Emily Neal, and it involves a German Shepherd, and I love German Shepherds, and I already know that's going to be a good read because somebody's mother, who I am very close with, read my copy before I got my hands on it, and she said that it was really funny and really good, and I trust that because she's not typically a big reader, and so, you know, a book has to be really good to hook somebody that's just not really into reading. Unsolicited from Avon, The Night Belongs to Fireman by Jennifer Bernard. And yeah, that sounds good. And look at that cover. I mean, this cover makes me want to talk fireman carries and all that. I'm not really into that guy's haircut, but yeah, here, I'll show you guys again. Yeah, just that haircut's not my thing. From Amazon Vine, I got a copy of Night of a Thousand Stars by Deanna Raybourn, and I've already read this book and loved it. It's about this girl, Poppy Hammond, who pretty much runs out on her wedding, and she ends up going to Damascus to find a curate who helped her escape from her wedding, and like a big grand adventure ensues, and you see that Poppy is a total badass, and there's this connection with this book and the Lady Julia Gray mysteries. So I really enjoyed reading this. I thought there was a lot of reader payoff, so I highly recommend this book. From Random House, a copy of The Bodies We Wear by Jen Roberts for a blog tour. And so this book is about revenge, and that's pretty much what I know off the top of my head. There will be 2 copies up for grabs when my review of this book goes live as part of that blog tour, thanks to Random House. So you guys, again, should check out Good Books and Good Wine if you want to win free books and you're from the United States. Unfortunately, the publishers won't ship internationally, so I'm sorry, you guys. But if you're from the US, you're in luck. From Harper Teen, a copy of The Jewel by Amy Ewing. I have read this book, and I have to say, the cover is a lot more beautiful than the insides. It was a really fast read, but I thought that the romance didn't really make a whole lot of sense, and I wasn't 100% on board with the world building. I'm still trying to decide if I want to keep this for my shelves or not, because again, look at that gorgeous cover, or if I want to give it away. Either way, I wasn't 100% in love with this book, but I'm a magpie and I love pretty covers, so. Also from Harper, a finished copy of Clary by Garth Nix, which is the prequel to the Sabriel series, and Sabriel is a classic. It's an absolute classic in young adult fantasy, and like, I don't even know what kind of life you're living without reading Sabriel. So as you guys can imagine, I'm really excited to read this and to have a finished copy in my household. From Harper, Falling Into Place by Amy Zhang. I've already read this, and I already have a finished copy in my house, so you guys can expect this one to go up for giveaway. I did find a box box downstairs where I can like put giveaway books in just to mail out in one fell swoop. So I'm just gonna have to get off my butt and fill the box up with some books and do a post, because yeah, I think there's quite a few of you out there who would love to win some books. And I got another finished copy of Say What You Will by Kimmy McGovern. I haven't read this book yet, but I really, really like the cover. I like how simple it is, and I like the fonts on it. It kind of reminds me of crayons, which I like. So, yeah, I am going to have to read this one too, and give away my one other copy of it. And again, with finished copies of books I already have, is Positive by Paige Roll and Allie Benjamin. I've already read this book and reviewed it. I really enjoyed it. I thought that it was a lot different from what I typically read, and it's the sort of book that I would recommend to somebody who's looking to get into nonfiction for the first time. So, definitely a good book, especially when it comes to talking about bullying and, you know, the power of staying positive and staying strong against your tormentors. This was really good. And finally, the last book in my mailbox is a copy of Endgame: The Calling by James Frey and Nils Johnson Shelton. This book is really, really pretty looking. I like how gold the cover is. And it's also really long. However, given my feelings about James Frey, I'm not sure if you guys have heard of his whole like Fiction Factory and then the whole drama over I Am Number 4 and what the heck is that other book? A Million Little Pieces or 1,000 Little Pieces, and like him pranking Oprah, pretty much. Well, not really pranking, but like lying in his memoir. I don't know, that really bothers me, like those kind of morals. So I don't know that morally I can read this or that I want to read it. And I know we all are supposed to look at books as separate from their authors, but I'm a human and I can't always do that. And I don't know that this is a book where I would be able to do that. So we shall see. I guess I'll wait until some reviews are out and then make my decision, but right now I'm leaning towards give this to somebody who actually really wants to read it. Alright guys, that is my book haul this week. What's in your mailbox or lining your shelves? Let me know down in the comments, and if you filmed a haul, drop me a link. I would love to check that out.